Alright, time to wrap up 2026 January champion meeting. Round 2, day 2. Yeah, so I didn't try to retrain anybody. We're just going with the same team. Honestly, they did really well on around 2 day 1. That like, if you're going like 4-1s and stuff against really strong players, the amount of time you would need to make those characters even stronger is not gonna be worth the investment, especially for like 4 more tickets. I'm already training parents for next month's PvP, especially since like League of Heroes, they're getting rewards to more competitive players now, and also because the event's actually happening like a week earlier than normal because anniversary is coming up. So I've just been training parents now. Gonna skip the retraining of this month. This month is basically locked in, so gonna go with the same team and see how well we do today. Yeah, like I was busy yesterday, so I couldn't do a stream. We're gonna be finishing up like roughly 2.5 hours before the end of the actual racing period. You can see that's 2 hours 25 minutes. Looks like triple pacer opponents. Yeah, there's like 8 pacers, 1 closer. 18.6 on this UA7 Chronogenesis. The deck is missing some heavy power. Dude, not having an Almond Eye is crazy. How does that happen? Still, she's at like almost 8,000 skill points. Very strong build. 33.3 UA8 7587. Much lower. You have Almond Eye. Huh? On the 15th, you gain Almond Eye within 13 days. Is that what happened? Oh wow, you did. What the hell? So this player did not have Almond Eye before the 5th of January. And then when Oguri came out, Almond Eye card appeared. Interesting. Kind of surprising to not have your Almond Eye because like she was the 4th anniversary card. Anyways, this player is strong. The other player, 27.3% win rate on this other Chronogenesis, 8124. Doesn't have the new fire motion. Yeah, right, holding themselves back. It's surprising they don't have the card because the Almond Eye card is like. But the JP Uma tubers, every time there's like a new anything, like a rerun, I think any like rerun banner when the banner shifts, they give like evaluation like what's what old stuff is worth picking up. A lot of them are like not worth it because power creep and stuff. But Almond Eye is always like #1 recommendation still, even after all this time, which is crazy. 7564 skill points 25.5. I'm not even paying attention to the S right now. I'm looking at the UA3, but some of them have S power. The Ogre is actually lower on the win rate because the stamina and guts is lower. Every opponent here is strong. Their decks are not perfect, except for this single Ogre. This is the only Ogre after the guy here picked up their own copy of Almond Eye. This is the perfect deck. I lied. This is not fire motion. This is not the one here is perfect. Okay, so these are very strong players. I think they're all free to play. Sorry, I've seen like Major Ordon for so long. I kind of forgot we replaced too. Alright, let's see what happens. I think everyone here is a free to play, same power level. I think trainer skill wise, everyone here is the same power level. But deck power wise, it's a little bit favoring me. Can I even say that? At least one of them has win rate. No, I don't think so. Because win variation is very strong. I think everybody's about the same power. So we'll see what happens. Late start on Gentil and all forward. That's very bad. Hate to see it. Okay, we still get the ultimate for Gentildonna. That's good. Takes the lead. Woo, does nobody else have groundwork? That must be... If she takes the lead, that means nobody else has groundwork. Because like, groundwork no longer comes... But... Okay, for the perfect deck, groundwork no longer comes on it. But if you're still using Ninja All Down, she does give groundwork. It's very surprising to see a late start Gentil be the lucky leader here. Sorry, lucky pacer. I got some JP terms in my system. Being 6th position for Ayahide is kind of worrisome. The Gentil is like not super strong in middle leg. Yeah, we're gonna not even probably gonna get an ultimate for Ayahide. You can see like everyone else going ahead because of the middle leg. Gentil kind of can't keep up. He's more of a final leg character. It might be loose. I think Chrono has a middle leg ultimate. But we'll see. Maybe Gentil will surprise everyone. All-Forward is very close up too. Might be an All-Forward carry. He is here to carry me in case something goes wrong. Okay, so once Ayahide gets past, we should be getting the perfect acceleration potential for All-Forward. Do we hit it? We do hit it. But is it enough to catch up? What to say, it might not be enough. We do hit them with one of our debuffs. We do get a corner professor, whatever it's called. Gentil pushes to the front. Oh, she is the final leg explosive character. What happened? What happened? There's no guts competition. I do not know how she won. Yeah, Ayahide not getting her ultimate. He just there's no chance. Let's go, we did it. So like this Gentildonna technically has more final leg power in her kit. Like this is a God, what event was this from? This was from a while back. Is this the Grand Live scenario skill? And this is... Oh wow, she has this skill? This is stay gold only skill. Final straight speed skill. This is like secret weapon tier. Okay. That's cool. Yeah, and this one has, you know, this is the white version of one of Wind Variations gold skills. So we do have more like final leg power. Somehow we managed to catch up. Very nice. We do hit them all with the debuffs. Okay, let's take a look at what happened to some of these. Maybe get a better picture of like what's the deal. Because now once you into the final leg, catching up as the same style is very hard. This belongs to Still in Love. That doesn't even work here. Because she's a pacer. Okay, I'm not seeing as many like special final leg skills. This is one, but this is like final corner, so I wouldn't have happened in the final straight. Let's see if this one has anything. What in the world? Marozinski ultimate. Doesn't work here. Another special week one that works. What is this? This belongs to Swimsuit Satonon Diamond. It doesn't. I lied. It belongs to Still in Love. That one's really good though. That would be a final leg skill. What deck is this? Okay. Yeah, I think they lost because they didn't have the final leg stuff. Because I don't really see racing essence skills on them. You know, and I'm like trying to always go for them because honestly, like, even if you was what I'm looking for. Even if you are a whale, you want those skills to be in front of other whales or other power players. But as a free-to-play player, I need every little bit I can get to fight the super decks. Those are skills. I mean, honestly, I think everyone who's like top, 1,000 player, everyone who's very serious about this game, they're going for those race essence skills. Because it's just like, when you're looking for like a rental parent, you filter by some of these like, super strong skills that only come from this scenario. You want that edge. Because when you're talking about like the free-to-play power cards, sorry, not free-to-play, but like the discounted cards, when the new scenario, in the holidays and stuff, all of those everyone will have if you're serious about playing this game. I almost thought this was a design your island because the speed is so low. Wow, this is a Highlander deck. So this player is a little weaker than the ones we just fought. Okay, what's the win rate? Okay, let's see, win rate 15%, low intelligence. There's no excuse in the modern era to have int this low, 22.2. Because the competition line is so high now, your int has to be like closer to 13. Tiamat for all wit, I feel like maybe there's an excuse. I think it's because it's a Highlander deck. Highlander is like, I don't even know how to play this deck right now. I think it's harder in Onsen than it is in the Design Your Island. Cause like I think this player must be missing a speed card. Cause like you can see like his ranking just steadily dropping. The width is like really bad. The speed is really low. And part of the reason for this is cause like you kind of want a double rainbow for speed. Because the idea here is like a common thing that happens in the training career is that you max out speed early. You don't have to do speed anymore unless you're going for a lot of skill points. So that you're kind of just doing the other training things instead. Okay, this one also pretty low. Oh, I misclicked. That was already looked at that one. Look at the Dream Journey thing. What I'm saying, like once you max out your stats, right? Clicking on double rainbow speed is only for skill points. And then I'm pushing the power threshold up. But otherwise, you're trying to push your stamina up. And if you do finish speed early, you can go for like a strong stamina turn. And you might lose like 20 to 40 skill points, but it's worth it to push the stats up. Because honestly, like unless your deck is crazy, you can't even spend all the skill points. Yeah, so let's see. 80. I keep reading the numbers backwards. 78, 72, 17.3% win rate on this Dream Journey. She's a buffing character, so her win rate doesn't need to be super high. Oh, but her partner, this Chrono has no S distance, so the reading is really low. The win rate, really good skill points. Otherwise, like this is a great stat line. Actually, the power is a bit low. That's unfortunate. She doesn't have Oh, no state goal parent on the Dream Journey? You're right. Honestly, like not having state gold is almost like being filtered in this game. But it's really interesting because like that one JP tuber who helps make global videos, Seriru, he also, I think like I might be misunderstanding his Japanese, but I get the impression his video about state gold is like she's good, but she's not like right. I know like you just can't compete anymore if you don't have room. Because even though she has a really good acceleration hybrid ultimate, the duration is like it's like shorter than some of the other inherited parent stuff. So it's like half of Medjugorje Ride and half of like a different speed card. You can kind of make do. So, having it just makes things easy. This Oguri looks pretty good. Yeah, the speed, the stamina being above 1750 is already very amazing. 1800 is just the max. think the only problem here is this Oguri. Is the deck perfect? It's not. It doesn't have the phenomenal card, which gives you acceleration. I think she'll like because it's Oguri and she's so strong. She's built in a cell. I think if you have enough white earth cells, you might be able to be fine. I don't know though, because like phenomenal gives you that like double go to cell for all the characters. Anyways, it's like I feel like it's I don't know. Yeah, how important is it to have 2 gold accelerations for long distance? Generally, we're talking about 2 for shorter distances. I don't know how big a difference is. Like, obviously, like, if you do have phenomenal, your skill points is so high you can get it anyways, and more is better. But, like, I feel like for the deck that guy has, maybe it is fine to, like, you know, go for the width borrow, because you have your own airshot curve, which also gives a stamina speed hybrid skill. You skip the gold acceleration. Anyways, I need that screen just now for a screen cap later. No lace sword, that's good. We take the lead. Because if they're running the decks they are, because you shouldn't have groundwork, because it doesn't come with the deck anymore. Because I think they all both had 5 motion. The groundwork has to come from the parrot. Gentil takes the lead. I think the lucky pace is already locked in, so she's good. And hopefully she stays the lead, because Gentil is like a stronger final leg busting character, like in terms of the playstyle. If she can stay in the front, that's better. If she has to catch up, that's really hard. So she could kind of take the lead with her ultimate, because you have the 2-part ultimate. But then her middle leg suffers because the ultimate is the early and final leg ult. Compared to like Hayahide, who is a medium leg ult, so she could potentially take the lead in the middle leg, and then just like pull away. But, like once the Oguri start passing Gentil, because all of these like top tiers have like a strong middle leg ultimate. Gentil can't keep up, she can't win. Oh, looks like he doesn't get her ult again. This time looks a little scarier because Ofova is not close, but Gentil might just win anyways. We get a late ult for Hayahide? Looks like we don't, because we can't get to 5th position. Oh, we do. I don't think it's too late for her ult though. Oh, Gentil, go after that Chronogenesis. There she goes. Out of nowhere, Hayahide is on the side. Then again, I think the strongest one is that single Oguri. She's pretty close. Let's see what happens. If you hit them with 1 debuff, they do get the Dream Journey, what's it called? The buffing skill. I don't know where that buff is in terms of like the timing. I don't have the character. Looks like Gentildonna is here to carry today.
私こそ勝者、私こそ最強。よろしくて。さあ、挑もうか。
Oh, Super Runner build. How good is that Super Runner at a first glance? This is the incorrect build for the Super Runner. Let's look at that team. So like the Super Runner's job is to create space for the runners to win. This is Design Your Island. Twinkle Legends. This is ancient. Yeah, 70 races, 0 wins. So the thing with the Super Runner is that the playstyle with single Super Runner and then double pacer or double runner team is that you want to create so much distance between the backline and the Super Runner that the backline can't catch up. But to do that, your Super Runner needs to be very fast for a very long amount of time, so that the race positioning gets pulled apart, so that there's no enough track left to run for the backline to catch up. But because the Super Runner here is weaker, the backline almost doesn't get affected, so it ends up kind of not doing you any favors. Because then now you have like one character who doesn't even debuff. And even if you do a debuff for Super Runner, all of them have been losing. You really need like just a strong Super Runner. So UA2, the stats look pretty good. I think they must be missing skill and something. Yeah, they don't have missing two cards. Missing 2 cards. 20% win rate. Is that? Yeah, 20% win rate. And then the Chrono Genesis UA6. This one has more skills, I guess. It's the same deck though. Why is the evaluation so different? Ah, this one's stats are way higher. Yeah, so this player with the Super Runner, I don't know. They kind of look on the that is amazing side. The Oguri here has no S distance, so it's like oof. The deck is very, what's the word? This player has not been blessed by RNG, that's all I can say. Missing stamina, missing wit. I mean, the biggest problem here is having to borrow the scenario card. That makes it really hard to free up your deck options, but I don't hate the TM Opera O with borrow because this is a long distance SL card. But the stamina is lacking because the Ushako 0 star. It's rough. That person is dealing with a harder setup to work with. And then not getting S distance also is like you don't have enough parents. Like getting the medium S, like all these extra S's, just means the parent spread is awful. Isn't that why? I mean, the only time I can see you like acceptable bad, like, is it the blue skills? No, it's the reds. The bad red skills is that if the white skills were insane. But that's not the case. No, that's not a good parent setup. Honestly, like the blue setup didn't really matter for a long time until, but Onsen actually uses your Spark Inherent 10 spread for like the digging routes. That was kind of crazy. But you know, everyone kind of just stack speed anyways, and they just kind of adjust the twirl upgrades and the routing to fix up when they like lacking inheritance stuff. It's interesting, the new stuff. Yeah, we're gonna have like one more month of the Onsen scenario, and then it's gonna PvP and what's it called? It's a mile track, and then it's anniversary time. So we're like one more of the new, one of the Onsen, and I'm gonna be going to a new one. It's crazy. It feels like Onsen feels like it just started, and then it's about to end now. Tired of the current global scenario. Thinking about going to make a new track. Yeah, see, there's no distance being created here by the Super Runner. But he's too weak. Like, we're barely at halfway, and then we're already next to them with Hayaki. Hayaki's gonna pass already. Yeah, so like, so if the Super Runner was stronger, you might not even see Ofuba on the top camera. That's like the sign of a strong Super Run. But because she's not so strong, like, we're gonna just see he disappears. Gentil kind of had like, I don't know what happened. If you get blocked by that Nejiro Palmer, I don't know. If you get tackled, I was like looking at you. Well, Chrono Genesis might be passing Hayashide, but I think Hayashide has way stronger final leg. We do have like better acceleration timing because we have the strongest cell. Hit them with one debuff. Ofuba's already coming in for the team kill though because your Super Runner is too weak. Yeah, so like the way the if you're seeing Suzuka's and Global get passed by Pacers in the middle lane, that means the Super Runner is too weak. Like the behavior, like the pattern you want to see when you're doing the Super Runner setup is that like the Super Runner either just wins, which is like just is good. But if they don't win, they kind of get passed at the final leg by the pace or the part. So like if you're doing triple runner, what you want to see is like the Super Runner lose right before the final leg begins, So your runners take the lead and get the angling and scheming acceleration from Sailor Sky. That's the triple runner setup, like. Or you are passing them closer, like at the end too, by the paces and stuff. So if the super runner is weak, you kind of just not helping yourself at all. No, like there's no way to use non-stop go off. There's non-stop in this. You can't really do that for a runner. Like it's all like at that point, it's not about acceleration; it's about distance created. So people just need to understand like acceleration is the first thing you learn because it's important, right? What is that deck? This is design your island. I'm like looking at this vodka and they're just like talking about strategy. Like, wait a minute. This guy is entirely design your island. Yeah, so he's not competitive. UA8, this is more modern. 8490. This is a real Gentildonna. 21.3. It's about the same win rate as mine. With a 30, yeah, it's crazy. Like this character is gonna be on global soon-ish, and she's considered top tier this month. I think that's really cool. It's really cool that like a character this old is top tier. I don't have her, so it's not cool to me. But it's really cool for the the health of this game. If you're a Narita Brian fan, oh man, this month all the way right before 5th anniversary, she's top tier. You're eating good as a Narita Brian fan. CinGray Oguri 40% win rate. The home win rate is really high too, 30%. Like, cause like this character, Gentildonna, limited character. We didn't even have limited characters back when Narita Brian released. That was not even a concept. He's better win rate. And then Oguri has the anime protagonist buff, so it's just Oguri. But yeah. Anyways, this guy Alpaman is the opponent that's strong. Right. And then it's gonna be a while for you guys still. Well, okay. But if you're a Narita Brian fan, just know that she'll be top tier in the future still for this, like for the Arima Kinen, which is crazy because like in the past Arima Kinen, she wasn't even the most powerful character, but because Pacer decks are so strong, she's godlike right now. Yeah, I mean, if you're surprised you get A in round 2 of Old Rumors, it's because the stat lines, right? Like, the thing is that, like, design your island and play the stats to the extreme. And they kind of like, what happened when Design Your Island came out is that we skipped a whole half a tier of like power. So you know how we have the ranking system, right? So let's just use global example. We basically go from like, let's just pretend A tier is like the top tier for this scenario. The next scenario is like it's like A plus to or like S rank is the next one. Well, you do like half steps, right? Like this is a bad example. Let's just use the U whatever. So you have like UB1 to UB4 is like this month of this scenario. Next scenario is UB4 to UA. Right, that's like the half rank stuff. But then we went from like UB like 5, skipped all the way to UA5, skipped the whole tier, like the amount of like power ratings with the Design Your Island. So like, because stats were so inflated in Design Your Island, that's why they could still come because that's really high. And the thing with what is also still right? Yeah, like so the thing with like this one is that like because Design Your Island went so crazy, they kind of had to. I wasn't sure what they're gonna do with this scenario. Are they gonna push so far forward that we go to US for everyone? Which is we actually kind of did, because like some of those monsters are USs. But what really happened is that we did kind of only go up half a tier. We went from UA5 to UA8. But the biggest factor difference is that the skill points are very wide. The Oguri is very close to the Hayahide. Oh my god. But then the guy who did cards compete is all Fover. Can you win all Fover? Let's go, closer power. That narrator Brian almost won. So like when you have like one real player and one not real player, it's kind of awkward sometimes in these races. Because like that Gentildonna might have messed up certain like racing stuff. Because you A3 right here, she could have caused like blockage or something, like because she's on the weaker end. Luckily her speed stats really high, even though there's no S distance, so maybe it didn't matter at all. But like if you are behind like a weaker character and you trigger a speed skill, they block you. You just waste that speed skill. Yeah, oh my god, this is a US Oguri. I didn't even realize that. Yeah, but lucky for me, if you're gonna guts compete with a closer, you're not going to win. We still almost lost because she has more guts than us. If this was a soldier, we would have lost. With the stat comparison, because she's a pacer, you usually don't win in guts competition. She would have needed like way more final leg skills. Does she have that? She kind of has it. Man, this is like she almost has the full package here. And this is what I'm talking about. Like even like this monster player even has like only he's missing here is race essence power with the race essence stamina. Those like the two top tier. He has all the extra ones too. Scary. But luckily, we won thanks to style difference in the final leg. So I'm like eating boba. Okay, UA7, stats inflation built on the Hayahide. Stats inflation on the Oguri. Like it's funny they even had 25.3% win rates. 21. Wow, what? Why is it so high? Like the stats inflation bills. Okay, yeah. So it's like 25 plus 25. It's like 50% under 60%. 20. No, it's like 21. 25. So it's like 46 point something. It's like under 50. Around 50%. The win rate's not amazing. You could qualify, See, UA2 lower stat line because the stamina is low. This person is missing the Phenomena card, but this guy is doing well for himself. Though having the 5 motion card is more important than anything. Because the stamina is a bit lower, he might have a problem. Stay goal 25% win rate. How much was the 3.9? This one has what the heck? You have max Inari 1? Why would you use not Almond Eye? I was about to say it's the perfect deck. The guy has the cards. Yeah, this is confusing. So like the gold skill on Still in Love is similar to an Oguri ult, but obviously stronger in stats like numbers. But like Oguri inherited ult. It's like stronger than that. But like 200 meter skills for a long distance not as like impactful as like 300 and 400 meter ones. So like this not being Almond Eye for the middle leg is very confusing. Like this was almost the ultimate like deck. Like, he has the ultimate deck, but he didn't bring it. Very confusing. But I think that state goal is the carry for the team. 25, 15, and 2. See, this is Valentine Manhattan Cafe. Oh, this guy has cards. Dude, having your own dream journey and Nari 1, but not Almond Eye in the deck. It's a mistake. This guy's making a mistake. He has like more cards than a free-to-play player usually would have. So he probably might be a light spender. Reason why he's not a whale, because a whale wouldn't have a non-perfect deck. He might be a light spender player. But like the core choice is like I don't agree with, because if you don't catch up with the speed skill, especially the gold skills of Armor and Iron, you're not going to have enough distance to like run the opponents down. But we'll see. It's like it looks like that cafe look kind of pretty well built. So the guy like looks like he knows how to like play, but his core choices are like I don't understand what the idea is. Like, you know, that's cool. 200 meters before finish line, you trigger the gold skill, but the race ended with your loss already by the time you get there. Like, you definitely want the double golds from Almond Eye if you're dealing with like a true super runner, triple runner team. You need to catch up. Well, double lace start. Oh, okay. Well, we might lose after all that. It was a lace on all forward, which kind of sucks if we need her to carry. It is a lace on Gentildonna, which might look fine because we had the lucky pacer anyways, but usually this means we might get passed early by someone else. Or Hayahide not being in the top 5. We're like kind of struggling to stay there. Little Panic for all forward, but she has the most heals. Panic for Hayahide, she has some big heals as well. Gentildonna better not panic. So the positioning is pretty good. We might be trading positions to trigger the ults and stuff. Ult should be firing off for Gentil soon. It'll probably help us pull away from the Chrono Genesis. Where is the stake going? We're still not as close as... Yeah, it's not super close, not super scary yet. We're pulling away with Hayahide. Ulfova is like falling behind, which is not great. I don't really want to be knife being this close to the final leg. Finally past the other closer. We're a little far from other people, so we might not get to 6th position to trigger. Oh, we got there. We triggered the corner skill. Looks like we don't. By corner skill, I mean the Nejiro Doba acceleration. I think we did. Oh, Fovox blasted to the front anyways, though. What happened? You can't compete with each. No. That. What do you guys compete with? They're kind of far from each other. And we definitely didn't guts compete with the stake gold, because the stake gold would have went past all the paces. So we guess we didn't compete off each other. We ended up sweeping it. This is what I'm talking about, right? Like I was saying earlier, like if you don't have the Almond Eye, you don't catch up. And you know, or closer count up, even though I was saying like, oh, she's a knife play, that's bad. She won, right? So it's still surprising that she was that far back. But we didn't fall so far behind, even though we were in ninth because of all these speed skills. Because without those speed skills, we would have been at that ninth place and never got to the because I guess the only because it's like one one closer besides us, which is the Manhattan Cafe. We're behind her, even though that's weird. Even though we did panic, so we should have ran more ahead if we got blocked. Not sure. Oh, it's a 5 win. I haven't gotten that yet. I guess we face it. We did beat a US Oguri and a UA9 Brian, right? So it's not like we didn't face the nobodies in this round. Like this guy was strong. Yeah. This is the perfect deck. Oh, it's fully maxed out too. Let's go. Did I screen cap this? I think I did. I'll just do it again. All right. So that's one ticket going into round 2, day 2, very strong. 150 is what we're talking about. kind of need all the crystals I can get because like I kind of gambled extra rolls trying to go for what's it called, New Year's Bubblegum Fellow. I gamble a tiny bit for Green Journey. There's a little like maybe like 50 60 rolls I threw away and didn't get anything from it. I usually don't do that. They really release a lot of characters I like, but I couldn't afford to spark anyone, right? So I try to fish, you know, pull until one SSR, then give up. I get to give up. Yeah, so I'm kind of like maybe behind 5-10 pulls, 5 or 6 than I would have liked to be. And then, you know, the anniversary is coming up. Hopefully it's a 120 freebie. And hopefully I can get 2 sparks. If it's a character I want, and cause, oh man, it's gonna... Oof, I guess we'll see though. 82, 25, 28% win rate. The stats look quite good. The guts is a little high. Pretty scary. Almost a perfect deck. Missing the wit card. UA6. Xeno Robbery. This character is, I mentioned it like earlier, like in round 1. This skill is the Autumn Girl, but if you evolve it, it includes Winter Girl, and you can still get Winter Girl. So it's like he's double dipping in the speed stats. So like people are recommending higher speed thresholds to deal with characters like this kind of design. It's not the only one that's ever existed. It's just the only one for this track. There were other ones in the past. I think Swimsuit Asian Flash was one of them for summer. Sorry, you can like double dip evolution, green skills to get extra speed. You're looking at like 80 more speed stat boost than normal. At the higher top end, you kind of want more speed to deal with those kind of characters. UA5, so that team looks pretty good. So let's go to the Super Runner team. UB2, it's like a weaker Super Runner, not a debuff build. This person is lacking deck power a little bit. Doesn't have... Like, when was this trained? This was trained pretty recently. Because like that means by the time they train this character, you have access to Power Mihono Bourbon. You should be borrowing that. Because Power Mihono Bourbon covers the acceleration skill that Small Falcon will give anyways. You don't have to use Talamo Cross, especially since it's not maxed out Talamo Cross. This player might be missing speed coins. I think that's like the wrong borrow. Let's see, 8% win rate. If you have Almond, yeah, especially if you have your Almond Eye. Yeah, I don't agree with the deck choice. Cause like Tail doesn't do anything for a runner anyways. Yeah, this is not the right build. This ain't it. Like that one is fine. Tail is no good. Put in Almond Eye, borrow Power Mihono Boba. You can keep the Urshoku because this is strong card still, even though it's single gold. Yeah, so like I don't know what other speed card this guy has. So what is the Oguri? Let's just say you have only Tail. Just use the Tail for the stats, right? You can still have a better Palmer than that one. No. Bruh. Bruh, the triple lates. Oh, out of nowhere, Hayate takes the lead back. Somehow, she ulted Gentildonna. We got to 5th somehow. But like, one of them is not strong, one of them is a pretty strong player. Yes, the Rob Ray team is a little scary. The Palmer team is not. We managed to slightly recover at least, though. But dude, the triple late start. Been a while since we got that, too. He used to joke that all I get is late starts. It hasn't really been that. Like this month's like the only month that hasn't been the case. haven't complained at all about lace ones at all. Every other month is like lace one, like first day, race every single day is a lace start. Yeah, but it's been pretty good luck for this. The fact that we're keeping up as the paces is kind of interesting. It's probably because like 3 of them are like not super strong. The one who messed up the build for Pomber. So I'm kind of surprised we're like in front of the other Oguri. So I think that Oguri is like pretty. Forget if the. Actually, I think the Rob Ray should be with the Oguri and the Naruto Brian. Dang. How did Naruto get so far forward? I think she did both. Stamina competition, we do get a 6th position. Oh, Furbo, do we hit DSL? We got all the acceleration. We got some one debuff from Gentil. We got the TN Opera Ultimate from Gentildonna. Hopefully we don't guts compete with the Brian. So we're too far. She might be guts competing with the Oguri. Triple late start and then Hayahide ultimate carries. Like the victory like wave at the end, sometimes the NPCs bump into it. Like we saw the narrator Brian bump into the Hayahide. Just like, yeah, the AI just always looks so weird when they bump into it. I think earlier too in the Manhattan Cafe when she bumped into the winning pose also. It's just the AI like just not patting anyone, but it just always looks so funny. The 8-3 no S distance. Missing 2 cores I think. The other teammate is the Chrono. Like usually when I see no S distance on one, it usually means to me the player doesn't care about the S distance. And generally it's been the case. No S distance on that. Genesis either no S distance on the Gentildonna, so the guy is like not competitive at all. Oh, the Oguri has no S, then the Hayahide has no S. A surprising S from the single Genesis. No S on any, man. So the skill points is kind of low. Bro, with this deck, that skill point is insulting to the deck. So this is like almost the best deck. This is the deck I'm running. I have like one more uncap on the scenario card than this person. He's at like 7,000 skill points. With I don't think Chrono has a hard career run. Yeah, cause the Oguri and Cheval Grand like swimsuit have like kind of awkward career race setup because like Oguri, like I think Global should know this. Oguri training, you have to do like 2 G1 races in year 3, right? You have to choose it yourself. That was really bad for the Ultra scenario. I think you do the same thing with Cheval Grand. I don't have the character, so I can't confirm, but that's what I hear. It makes it a lot harder to do runs, but I don't think Chrono has that problem. But with that deck, we should be looking at, this Gentildonna was crazy, 87 100 skill points. But even like the Hayahide is like 8,000. I think 82 is like the average for a really decent run for a good, like the best peso deck. With my deck though, I think it might be like around 8,000 is the average. Even with this deck, which is even supposed to be weaker, it scales when we hit 8,000 with all 4 of us. So it's like takes a bit of luck, but like you should at least try to fish for that luck. But then again, all these. Like all besides that one, Chrono has no S. These players are not super competitive. They still on Gentildonna. Shouldn't matter. We should be outstanding everybody. If we lose this, I'll be pretty mad. We should not lose this, but anything can happen. Hopefully take the lead. Wow, it's like all pacers and one closers. There's a really big gap for both of us to run through. We won't be triggering Do we have slipstream? We probably have white slipstream. It won't be triggering until later on in the track, which is probably okay. Yeah, I don't really see this going very poorly. Already taking the lead of the paces. There's no runners either. We're already starting to get a little bit of distance gap. This is just the distance speed will be. We can't keep up.
オグリキャップ、そしてその外から行ったのは9番オグリキャップ、そのうち並んでリミッター解除、出力全開。その後ろにオルフェーブル、岩早きで先頭を進みますが、これは正解でしょうか。ちょっとかかり気味かもしれないです。息を入れるタイミングが。Looks like our Gentil got slightly blocked by the other Gentil because the Chrono was there. 王の意向を知れ。残り1000メートルを通過。先頭は依然岩早きで4馬身リード。先頭から大きく離されて2番手は8番ジェンティルドンナ。それを見るように3番ジェンティルドンナ。4番
Once the acceleration kicks in, we could easily just run by her.
4番クロノジェネシス、外を回ります。オルフェーブル2馬身3馬身。
Yeah, so with this positioning, it might be off of a team kill again. I didn't see if she triggered the acceleration from the manual over, but like if you're that close to the paces entering the final leg, it's a very high chance that the closer will win. But looks like Gentil might close it out. You see what's teleporting to the front, right? Yeah, it was a little bit more track. If there's a 3200, sorry, if there's a 3000 track. So if it's a little bit longer, is what I'm saying. The pace of I guess the only track with the same shape would be the 3000, the Kikasho one. But we haven't had that ever since year 1. I think you guys just had it on Global maybe like 2 champion meetings ago. You never see that track again. I don't know why. We have had repeated some tracks a few times already, but that one in particular we have not repeated. Let's see, New Year's Grass Wonder. This character is actually quite good for this month, which is kind of interesting because she was out beforehand and there was already, I think there was Arima Keenan by the time she came out. I don't remember. But she hasn't really done much in meta-wise. But I think she, like, as a parent though, like, no, she's like the secret weapon nowadays. People are starting to use her as a parent. I think she's quite strong. Like, her kit's pretty interesting. 33.3, but this month she's like kind of recommended. Well, this Gentil has pretty low power and low stat line, low skill points. Guess the power is a bit low on this grass one. We're looking at 1700 nowadays. Who's the last one? It's the Nato Brian. The stamina is a bit low. Yeah, even though 1600 is like the minimum specs, everyone's like rocking such high stamina now. The stamina mechanics kind of can't compete without meeting the stat line. So this Super Runner at least is not a debuffer, but without the S distance and the low stamina, this is not gonna save you from any backlines. I feel like because I had to stream late, like these couple races have been kind of on the weaker end, so we're getting some matchmaking luck. You know, from another point of view, you could say I'm like dodging strong players, but I'm not trying to. I had like a lot of family stuff to do yesterday. Is this supposed to be a debuffer stay gold? It's kind of a messy build. I think this player is newer. He doesn't have cards. He has characters though. So looks like someone who posts for characters but not support cards. Yeah, because this might be a newer player. Yeah, these are new cards. This is an anniversary thing. Might be a casual player who started later, a bit later. That's what it looks like. Yeah, having both like Cinderella, Gray, Oguri, and Stay Gold. Newer player maybe? I mean, the problem is last year's Christmas though. Maybe they started in year 3. Playstore and Gentildonna. Luckily it doesn't matter because the opponent's on super strong. Probably just run to the front. Anyway.
期待通りの結果を走るか1番人気オグリキャップメジロパーマー快調に飛ばしていきます。第4コーナーカーブ先頭はメジロパーマー単身で飛ばしていきます。先頭から大きく離されて2番手はビワハヤヒデオグリキャップここにいた。4番手には成田ブライアン5番手に1番ジェンティルドンナ内で5番ジェンティルドンナ1周目のスタンド前にかかっていく。そして
Yeah, I don't think any trouble is gonna happen. I'm gonna step away for a quick second. I'll be right back.
先頭を進みますがこれは正解でしょうか。
メジロファーマー彼女の客室には合っていますね。
先頭がやや早いのか間延びした展開です。
後方の馬娘が差し返せるのか気になる開きです。
第1コーナー回って第2コーナー順位を振り返っていきます。依然先頭はメジロパーマー続きましたビワハヤヒデ1馬身離れて1番ジェンティルドンナ4馬身離れて成田ブライアン5番手5番ジェンティルドンナさらにはオルフェーブル1馬身離れてオグリキャップ
What's that funny to say? You know, I got to turn on lights in the house. So we're about to catch up to the Super Runner. This one actually lasted a bit longer. We haven't really passed her, right? Yeah, we only just passed her after the ultimate. Looks like she's pushing Gentildonna back. Actually, I think she's not. It almost looked like we got blocked for a second. But it does, I guess Gentil had to like get out of the way from the Super Runner running out of power. And then from this positioning, Over might be exploding to the front again. You see it teleporting already. Yep. Because these are weaker people, the stat line's a bit weaker opponents. The closers have a lot easier time pushing up during the later half of the race. And it usually puts them in a very good position to trigger all the the Megiro ultimates and stuff. That Gentil actually beat our Gentildonna. I feel like it's because we had to like dodge the the Palmer tackle. Almost got tackled by that Super Runner. Yeah, because like this is the speed is really good. The only weak part is the power is not as good. The guts is whatever. The guts is fine. This lower power, the width probably could be a little bit higher, but it's not that big of a deal. You just want to be above 1200. I mean, I guess if you want to really be optimal, you wouldn't go under 1300, but honestly, over 1200 is fine. We're gonna get another. I'm gonna say it. We're gonna get another 5 wins. I'm gonna start losing now because I said that. Wow, there's a Mecha Taishin. What the heck? Look at that character first. So during the Mecha Uma Musume scenario, it came out with Hayahide and Taishin. Hayahide was like super strong. And right after that, Taishin came out. And I had nothing to pull for her. I like the character a lot. She has like Kamen Rider outfit, basically a reference to it on her OG thing. But I don't think the Mecha one did anything meta-wise. No one ever talks about this character. I don't even know what she does. But 26.7 wins. Oh, it's the deck. How's the deck? I think this is the perfect deck for a closer right now, even though the Tamamo is not maxed out. Pretty strong. Is this a triple closer? Nope, single closer. Wow, it looks like the Taishin won the last race for them. Who's the teammates? It is a Chrono Genesis 22.7. Stat line looks pretty strong. This is the perfect deck. No, it's not. Missing 5 motion, missing 1. Very strong deck though. Yep, missing 1 on the Oguri. 29.3, 22.7. It's like what? That's like 50 something. So this guy's around like almost 80% win rate. That's pretty strong. Let's see, UA7 18.2 Cheval Grand. This is same deck power as the other guy, but slightly stronger because the Tomo is maxed out, but it's not the perfect deck, missing 1 power card. Probably gonna be sharing the same deck. Wow, 80. The skill points are so high for this guy. Easily over 8,000. So this guy is pretty scary. 32.7. Both these players are pretty good. It's like the Chrono. I think everyone is just scary here. The Taishina is like the outer ball. I don't actually know how good that character is. Guess we'll see if she does something. And this opponent is because I said, oh, opponents are too easy. We might get a 5-win. They show me like pretty strong opponent. Don't have a late store, that's good. Gonna fight for the... Oh wow, dude. We're having trouble taking the lead. They must all have ground one. Do ultimate into losing position? That's mad. That's wild, dude. Dude, this fight for the front is so crazy. We might actually lose this one. Gentil being pushed back. We're like trying to pace around each other. Ahide takes the lead-ish out of that clump group. Gentil might be the other one out, so that means she might be done for. Yeah, Gentil is already out of this race. So if you can stay in top 5, we're good. But we're like kind of struggling to keep up with the Chrono. Actually, it's not even the Chrono. Actually fell back. I guess the narrator Brian. The other two in the front were so far away. Oh, we managed to pull through though. When did that happen? Did they have a panic on Ofo, but it didn't look like she got any more distance up. Ultimate fighter, we need to catch up. This is back. I think Oguri has a similar thing. We might not catch up to the Oguri. Oh, Oguri is pulling away, but so is the... Yeah, we can't keep up with them. I think... Yeah, I don't think they're that much stronger than me though, but this might be the win variation card diff. Both of her pushing up. She's a little far behind though. Stamina competition, pushing to the front for us. If we have enough final leg, we might be able to beat them. Is that the Chrono in the front? We hit them with one speed debuff. Yeah, it's Chrono in the front. Do we hit them with a second speed debuff? We do. Oh, further out of nowhere. We guys compete. We guys compete with the two of us. This is why you guys compete with overlapping. Wow, we just swept it. And this is why you bring the shared styles so they guys compete off each other. So we were like close to each other behind the Chrono. The guys compete gave us that extra speed boost to go forward. I think I recently saw a breakdown of like a 1500 guts compete boost. It's like a combination of speed and acceleration. I think it's like a 1.5 a cell strength for like some amount of, I forgot how much time it is. I think the speed is around like a 0.6 to 0.7 depending on how much guts. So like I think at that amount of guts maybe it's like a white skill strength maybe, but it's a pretty big difference the more guts you have. I don't know, I've seen like different breakdowns of how much guts everything is, and it's like I'm kind of unsure what the calculations are. I haven't looked at the calculations myself. The most recent stuff I saw, because the new League of Heroes next month is a Maltrack, so guts is gonna come back into play. I saw like the 0.6, 0.7 values for speed plus a hybrid, a cell attached onto it, and that's a lot of speed power. And you see like that guts combination just now, how much distance they gain. You know, I am inclined to believe that the amount of gain is a lot for them to speed up that much to pass the other characters who's already at the top speed, but you know, potentially. So you have to get a ton of speed in order to do that. And not just speed, you need like good acceleration and speed to run like that much faster than someone who's already at their max speed. Okay, so that team just now, the Oguri, Ofova, and the Super Run. Why would you run a Super Run with for closer? Yeah, that team does. All of them don't have S distance. UA4 Chrono, Guts is a bit low. Skill points almost 8,000. Missing 2 cards, the power and the weight card. 22.5. 17.5 on Gentil, same deck. the tail not being maxed out is why the rate evaluation is a bit lower. It's still pushing almost 8,000, even that is pretty strong. Yeah, if he had like one more uncapped crystal on that tail, that guy should be at like 8,000 skill points. It really is that much of a difference. Yeah, but I think these stat lines are on the lower end because the width is quite low. Yeah, this one's a bit higher, so it's pushing the evaluation up. But because like the deck is missing some gold skills, I feel like you can still push a bit higher. Yeah, I wonder what the deal is. Probably just the lower width. So we have like one non-competitive player, which is the Super Runner team, who has the closers, and then the other pretty decent player. The deck is a bit weaker, but it looks like the guy knows how to make how to PvP. So we got like one opponent in this race, but because like the stat line's a bit lower for him because of the non-max tail and stuff, like, you know, it's kind of harder to push the higher stats when your squad's a little bit weaker. You'll probably win this too, but we're supposed to see. I don't wanna. It's always commentator's curse when you say anything, because you look at the analysis and be like, you know, we're probably fine, and then it ends up we're not fine. But you know, if everything goes according to the theory, we should be fine. You look at how, man, the other all-over is so far back. It's because like, but it's not just the stats, probably the skill diff. Because all-over is already in the top camera, the other one is like way disappeared. Oh, the top camera again, though. But we should be catching up. Oh, well, I didn't even notice that Kahide is so far back. Who's in the front? The Super Runner and the Chrono. Okay. Gentil is trying to catch up. You can see how much distance the ultimate for Kahide gives. It's just so crazy, the ultimate. You kind of don't want to use it for catching up, but it's nice that it can. You'd rather just pull away with the ultimate. Summer competition, we're facing down the... So there's a pretty decent spacing for the Pacers. Hit them with one speed debuff. Both of them already pushing up. Looks like she hit all of the final leg stuff. We Guts compete, we do. Okay, then we started pulling forward. It's the Guts compete doing its job. So the exact same winning pattern as the previous race. Yeah, this is the highest rated character for the other guy, who's like missing 2 stuff that doesn't have the max tail. So you have 1, 2 final leg stuff. You have both the medium leg stuff. Rating is double circle. Yeah, he knows how to build. Yeah, it's not bad. I think like this is where I used to be at maybe like 2 months ago. Well, I guess maybe like one scenario ago. And then I realized like people are getting kind of scary, so I started pushing for debuffs and stuff. So almost like all of my PvP has like all of the things that the guy has, but with extra little things here and there. Like you bring skills that you normally don't have, like the this is the Stay Gold skill. Only Stay Gold has it. Got some extra scenario stuff, rain debuffs. I kind of just need way more and more to like really face like the crazy people. Especially when your deck is like can't keep up with them, you need some way to equalize the playing field. And those like one-off skills actually, on average, make a pretty big impact. Yeah, another 5-win ticket. That's right. Give me all those crystals. But we did in fact not commentators curse it. I mean, I wouldn't say like the opponents are super strong. I guess the last race we had one non-compete. In the race before that, two of them were both pretty decent. We did beat them with the same winning pattern. Like our paces got compete with each other, help each other pull to the front, and then went out against the person who was leading against us. Oh my goodness, it's a top road and super creek. So Ninja Creek, pretty good long distance character. I think she's lacking in explosive power now, but she was pretty decent for a few when she was released. She has like a heal, high speed hybrid skill. It's not bad. But I think like, I don't know, like something about her is not like as explosive. I don't even know why. It's like, I have to look at the numbers more closely, but her Hide kind of just does what she does better. It's probably because she doesn't have built-in acceleration. What is this one? This is the not unstoppable. It's a pacer goat skill. It first came from the Tachyon speed card in Grand Line. And then this is the long distance acceleration. She does have acceleration. And this one is more lenient than the Narrator Brian one. It's the same one, but this one makes the check requirements wider, so you can be like further behind and still get it. Because the problem with the long distance SL for pace is that if you're too far away from the first leading horse or the Uma, it won't trigger. But this one makes that distance check a bit longer. 7.7, not super high win rate. Regular top road. I don't think she has any acceleration. Okay, so she has like tough evolution. This is a power and speed skill, so you get extra speed, but this player doesn't have all the speed hacks. Because you're gonna win this type of character, you want to play to the strengths. But this means that like you get extra speed on top of all the speed greens. Kind of want to aim for all of them. But both of these have low win rates. And we have a Gentil, which is the non-S distance with 12.3, 7.7. These have S60 races, 65 races, 65. Wow, I can't believe the Gentil is doing better with no S distance. What in the world? That can't. These must have like weaker builds. So the deck is not bad. It's missing one stamina card. This guy has the important cards for basers. I mean the stamina Ishi Miracle card is not too shabby. But kind of surprising that the win rate's so poor on them. Probably the build is like missing something maybe. It's kind of missing some of the B&B stuff. Skill points is like not that. I guess it's kind of low for a pacer deck. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is. I don't think the characters are that awful, but maybe they are. So UA6 Chronogenesis 8200. Because the thing is like, you know, there is a Chono player. Chono doesn't even have 2 evolution on this track. That put Chono ended with a 90% win rate after round 2, and they were done with round 2 day 2. I mean, they did bring 2 speed debuffers, but speed debuffers are not as strong on long distance track because you don't get all of the speed activations. Because all the speed debuffs are for like medium distance. This is a long distance track, so you have to use the swimsuit ghost ship skill to trigger it. You basically only have 2 gold debuffs as opposed to 4. And everyone's so strong now, right? But that, you know, but yeah, I'm surprised that Shono O still won. So I think it's doable, but you kind of need to build around a game plan to do it like that Shono O player. That guy is so scary. What the heck? I thought I looked. When I looked at this Gentil, I'm like, there's no S. Did I get the wrong one? But both these Gentils don't have S. UA7 Brian S distance 84. I think this is the almost perfect deck, missing the 5 motion card. 12%. The stat line is so good. A lot of skills for some reason. Okay, so I mean, if I was to do a quick guess at why they're losers, because these speed skills are not double circle. They're all single circle for all of them. This one's like, yeah, all single circle. You have double circle on this one, but you're missing long distance altogether. Single circle speeds. Single circle, yes, you can see like without the double circle speed, especially on Japan's power level, your win rate drops like from double digits to single digits. Yeah, so like you know, that's why on so global recommendations when I talk to people, if your deck can't bring gold skills, just screw the gold skills. Get a parent that gives you all the 3-second style and distance speeds. And then if you have like 4 or 4 double circles, you basically have gold skills. So it's like someone might look at you and be like, wow, this character has no gold skills. And then they get crushed by all the 3-second speed skills you can bring on global, which is almost all of them right now. They haven't introduced too many of them until like they introduce new mechanics. So like it'll be a while before those mechanics come in. So if you just focus on the, forget all the gold skills, bring 4 double circles, it goes a super long. Because if you see that on global, that's a monster. You can see for these Umas, I'm looking at the stat line, looks fine, the decks look good, but their win rates are terrible, right? That's I think just the missing speed. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, like some of these have pretty high skill points too. I think, right? Like, and like the stats are all good, but the only thing is the win rate sucks. Gentil didn't get her ult, right? I don't remember seeing it. We're gonna get her ult late? We're not lose to these guys, man. Let's get talk about this stuff. We're pulling away, I think.
一息つけるといいですが向こう上面に入って先頭はビワハヤヒデ残り 1000m を通過王の意向を知れ依然としてビワハヤヒデ先頭から大きく離されて2番手はクロノジェネシス9番ジェンティルドンナ3番手
Wow, look at them just disappear in the distance. There's no way for that for those pacers to catch up. I think it might be a team kill by all 4 anyways. Because if your closers running next to your the pacer, right? The pacer is 100%. There's no way. We'll see if Hayahide is fine now. Is that guts complete gonna happen? No, but it doesn't look like that matters. Oh, Fulva might still catch up. Okay, she does it. Yeah, but she does compete with the Gentil. Hayahide would have lost. Right? See a cape block on the victory cam. Let's see, Naruto Brian, 11% win rate, UA4. Let's get the powers on the lower end. You do have S power, so I kind of fixed it. Missing 2 cards, does it? No, missing 3 cards. This person probably didn't pull gacha, or they lost the gacha pretty badly for yeah, I think this person lost the Teo Hoshina event card gacha because he's borrowing the Teo. So the player's already on a back foot with the weaker deck. 76, 89 skill points. 77, 54. I think that's about as much as they can push with the deck. 12% on the top road. Stamina's a bit low. A lot of green, so he doesn't have enough skills to buy. 71, 61 on the Oguri. The stat line is strong. The 304 double circle. Oguri probably has the most wins. Yeah, this is the carry for this guy. 28, 12, and 11. Is it under 50%? That right? No, 28, 12, 11. It should be over 50. They're just slightly over. Oh, further no S distance UB4. Whoa, there's no way this deck is this weak. Bruh. No, this guy didn't try. Yeah, cause like, man, there's no way. Like the Dormante card is not bad. Like this is a card that's strong at 0 star. The only weakness the card has is the single gold skill. Taishin's still usable. I have a Taishin. You have Dream Journey. This is like the... Is it the second best? Or the best closer card you could have? I think it's second best for long distance. But this is like a must-have closer card. I don't have this card. That's why I really hate making closers. Bro, you didn't even try. UB5 is not a power deck. It's the same. What is this? It is a closer top road. What? But does she have acceleration then? Oh, this. What are you doing? So like the Taishin card, you can choose between a speed card, speed skill, or the straight away burst. Like basically, enemy shadow custom card. You didn't take it. This is straight away spurt. Why would you not take it? This is the other skill, bro. Acceleration. What are you doing? This triple closer team has the deck power. This is usually a UA3, UA4 deck, in my opinion. If you try, it might be just the estes it can get. It's possible the player doesn't know how to play the onsen scenario. It is a little complicated. This is sad to see. This guy is playing under the power level of his deck, and the other guy is like suffering from he's like trying his best, missing 3 cards. This is UA4, he's missing 3 cards. Oh my god. Bruh. Yeah, it is rib, huh? Like, you hate to see it, The guy has the thing to be good, he doesn't do. The other guy who's missing some Ultima stuff is still doing his best to push the ranking, so... good to see the other guy trying, but the one who didn't try as much, hate to see it. Being casual is fine, but if you have maxed out the Ramante stamina, you are not casual. Like, you are spending money. I would think that if you're spending money to uncap cards, you're not trying to be casual, is my guess. I don't know, I wouldn't understand the reason to max out a card and then not play the game. Yeah, I don't get it. Oh, you do that. We did panic on Gentildonna. Hopefully she heals. There goes a stamina using skill collection purposes. Yeah, you can collect with a single 0 star. What's the point? We do get the heal though. We'll go with the stamina mechanic right now. Oh, she did it. Oh, there you go. This is like a position adjustment thing. It's related to stamina, I believe. Ultimate for wow, Gentildonna still in the front. Even with we got blocked by the top row. Yeah, there we go. I don't understand the idea of wanting the max limit break shiny. I don't know why they would do that freeze. Like, why would they do that freeze? What's the mentality there? I don't understand. You're spending money, in this game it's not easy to get max because you have to double swap. If you're doing double swap fully from money in a 200, this is a side game, right? It's not like the tempos are cheaper for any reason. They're standard price. We do another guts competition. That top roller was putting in work, to be fair. That top row belongs to the player who's missing 3 meta cards. But even though I say he's missing cards, I'm just saying he doesn't have the 3 best cards, right? That player is actually using the best he can do, and all of them were the previous meta and stuff, right? Like, Shakur used to be the best stamina. What's it called? With Baseball McQueen, yeah, it's baseball. Like, this is a very good long distance card. For a while, it's only more recent because it's long distance. You don't really use this, and also because the discounted Rudolph card is very solid. And then Tamamo is very good. It's not as good for like frontliners, but you know it's a strong card to use. This guy is doing his best, right? Oh my god, I think they're close to catch up. Yeah, like if you're spending to max out Duramente, I think Duramente was a solo card. Like if they released 2 cards at once, I think polling makes a lot of sense, right? Because you're going for 2 targets. Duramente, I'm pretty sure, was a single standalone card that was like, she was released in the era of double golds as a single gold, right? But, like even if you're a Duramente fan, I would, to me, if you're a fan of a character, you want to train them in the career. Having the card is cool, but in my opinion, it's not as, I don't know, I guess some super fans just want everything related to the character, but for me, it makes more sense to be like, I like this character a lot, I will make them win. Like the Chono player, that Chono player likes Chono a lot, right? She's in every single champion meeting that he runs, and that Chono has beaten every top tier for like this whole year, and it's like, that to me is what like a super stam looks like. So I don't know. See, I don't know, man. Like, so the reason why I don't think they ran out of time is because the average run with that deck power lands you at UA, I think. But being under UA means you don't know how to play, or you're like, because it's too consistent, right? Like, you know, like after a certain while, you have like you just do routine, like do the same thing over and over. You hope your RNG lines up, right? You're doing the career run, and you kind of end up roughly the same outcome, right? You know, similar stat line, similar skill points, and sometimes you have that uptick of very good luck, right? And then if that doesn't, but you know, if that doesn't happen, right, it either means like you are playing wrong or your luck really is that bad, but generally it's because you're not playing right. Yeah, you're not playing correctly, so you know your baseline is lower because you're doing wrong stuff. Because like, look at this guy, like you quickly look at the rating, like he's roughly UA2 to UA3. It's pretty consistent, you know. So 2400 stat line is pretty strong. 25% movement on the Oguri. Chrono Genesis 18.7. Similar stat line, power's a tiny bit low. Has the same deck as me, but weaker because the tail is not quite there. Yeah. 10.9 on the Hishi Miracle. She is a Sojourn. Not double circle, I hate to see it. Does she heal? I don't know. She does heal. Yeah, so like all the people who run Sojourns with a heal, I think are geniuses. I don't know why it didn't cross my mind to do that. But after losing to every single Christmas Midgero Bright this month, I'm like, bruh, they solved it. Yeah, because this is almost the best deck. Yeah, the power is so low. You don't really want to stay gold here though. The guts is like the guts is good to push out the win at the end. But you want the power for the extra acceleration to get to the end. So this Hishi Miracle is not getting to the end to even guts come. So this Dago should be a Tamamo Cross, which I do not know if this guy has, because you don't bring Tamamo Cross, you gotta find motion for it. So the other team is Swimsuit Gold City. Wow, this guy's stat line is much higher. You 8,000 skill points. Another soldier. Does she have heals? Doesn't have gold heals. So this one might be. Oh, you even have double. Actually, this guy might be scary. So the reason why I'm talking about heals for soldiers, because this card in RE1 gives the long distance acceleration for soldiers. This costs stamina to use, and then unless you bring wind variation, you don't have heals for the deck. So people who bring healing from the what's it called, from the character, it makes a lot of sense to offset the stamina use. And then you want more stamina before the middle of the race for the stamina mechanics. So they calculate the extra stamina competition speed boost at the end with the stamina you have when you enter the second half of the race. But usually would bring wind variation to counteract it. But since this guy has maxed out stamina with double stamina, greens, and like some white heals, he might be fine. Oh, this guy has the Still in Love. This is the Still in Love special skill only Still in Love has. This increases stats in air, like it means like plus 20 all stats or something crazy. I forget exactly what it is. I think it's plus 20 all stats. He has it too. So this guy is a monster, right? Bro, you have Halloween Jordan? I don't think she has. Okay, 20 plus all stats. Doesn't have the same healing on this one. This guy is a soldier lover. Oh, it is. What the fuck? 14.7, 7.1, 48.6. I know Laurel is like suggesting. This guy loves soldiers. This is a soldier player. Okay, we are seeing a interesting. Like these are the kind of players that you can learn something from because they only do one thing. In a fighting game, called character specialist. They never change characters even when the new balance patch comes out. They do all these esoteric crazy shit. Okay, so this is a stamina evolution. When you have over 1200 stamina, you get more speed and stamina, according to this dialogue. Oh, I mean the flavor text. So it's like what, plus 80. So Poe planning on to specialize in one style. Yeah, I know, but I mean like on Japan right now, it's like this is a choice, to go all in on. So there's a choice right now in year 5. So let's put some luck because I've seen other players who are closer lovers. They only play closers. That's very interesting. Okay, we have one kind of scary opponent, the character specialist right here, style specialist. Then the pace. Everyone here is pretty good. Oh, okay. Can we win? I have no idea. If we win against the soldiers because they run out of stamina. They start on Hayahide, but I don't think there's anyone besides the Oguri. So probably fine. Oh, there's a chrono there. That's right. It's triple soldier versus triple pacer, and then me with the hybrid. Holy shit! Over in the front. Do not pace down mode me. Stick in the front. If this pacer can, if this soldier can stay in front of the soldiers, oh, I'm getting paced down. Okay, we got paced down. Actually, if we can stay there in front of the soldiers, we're in a good spot. We might not. So like, oh, it's happening. She suddenly pushed through all the. So like, this is the winning pattern of Mr. CV when she first releases on. There's a problem. Okay, what's it called? We lost the lead for the the closer. So one of the things like for Mr. CB, she has like when she gets first released on Japan, right? This I think was before like the what is it called? The new era. I think she got released before Grand Live, right? She get released after Grand Life. I think it's before Evolution Skills though. Evolution Skills kind of changed the game. But like when she was first released, as a closer, she will run next to the soldiers side by side for the whole race. that is like Mr. CB style. And it's just like really funky because you're like, supposedly you're supposed to be face down mode, she ignores face down. And it just runs with the soldiers, and when she enters the final leg, well, we were actually behind the soldiers. Luckily for us, we do have soldier debuffs also. I actually wasn't sure if we'll ever see a soldier at all. But you know, because one of our rental parents is a god parent with both soldier and pacer debuffs, so that god parent basically is carrying us our build. The god rental. Yeah, like this Christmas top row, bless this guy. Like Naitore is the guy's name. Yeah, bless this man. He's saving my my builds. But yeah, like this player, even though we won, I would still say like this guy is super scary. In the tier list, they do show Sakura Laurel for on the tier list, but I think she might be like a slightly lower tier. I think it's like top tier soldier is like stay gold, and right below stay gold is the New Year Sakura Laurel. Yeah, that soldier team is very scary. I mean, it might not look like they did anything. You know, it's possible. I mean, they are running a slightly less meta. Like, in terms of meta power, they're weaker. But in terms of player skill, that guy is so scary. Okay, here we have someone from Global with their like nice nature stamina debuff. It doesn't work in the modern day. No S distance on this Oguri. Without Grand S distance, no wins. Stamina's a bit low. The deck is not super lacking. I think you might be able to push UA with good luck. Nice nature doesn't appear. She will not be there to use the debuffs, especially on the stat line. Yeah, this is from Grand Life. If you're gonna, like, this is like 2022. It's like almost 3 years ago. You're gonna bring a nice nature, right? You will bring a nice nature with modern deck. That's how you should do it. You do not bring a debuffer like that, because like this mic person still might not know that the stamina debuffs have a maximum. Because like, because nobody talks about stamina debuffs in Japan tubing, Uma tubers. We only talk about speed debuffs, right? So if you don't really look into it yourself, you might not know that the stamina debuffs do not have full screen range. They only reach in front of her a little bit. I suppose like one of them does reach full screen, but it's only for medium distance, I think, at this one. And this was before the era of it doesn't have the ghost ships. This doesn't do anything. It didn't build it correctly at all. You 830 wins. Oh, it just started racing though. 75-26. Got some same parent. You want to avoid this. Don't really want the same parent. Just yourself there. Like if you're gonna have like a inbreeding thing, you want the other like regular Brian, not Ryan, regular Brian, yeah, not the same Brian. You cannot inherit your own like ultimate. So it's like a waste of the ultimate slot. Chrono UA7 33.3, almost 8,000. This is the perfect deck. I've seen people run this deck with a 0-star win variation hit US, so this is definitely possible to hit higher. Just have to try. But your wit being this low is not good. Wow, none of you have 1200 wit. What are you doing? Yeah, people who are using G, you saw a G were a front on long distance Arima Kinen. I don't know, man. Like, you should at least try to make her win. Yeah, they're just throwing in there and to lose and being like, did your best. But I mean, she might did her best, but you as a trainer didn't do your best. So So I don't know, like these opponents, I think the less than 1200 win player has a lot of the deck is crazy good, but the build didn't end up crazy good. Look at this nice nature. Why would you bring her here, dude? At least train a new one. She's not debuffing nobody, bro. So kind of surprisingly, I hit it in the back. We're losing. Can we ult? We're not gonna ult. Oh, we did manage to still get barely got to 5th position. Hopefully this corrects our positioning. We're fighting the Oguri, which I think has less than yeah, we're losing on the positioning against these low weight Umas. I don't remember how much downhill there is on this track, because it does affect your top speed on downhills. Where are the downhill on this track? Look at how long they are. They're all like maybe there's at least one. I think we're like in it right now. Because Stamina competes. Brian, not Brian. Hayahide catches up. We already used up our acceleration. There's one speed debuff. Both speed debuff. We're hitting. We were debuffing the nice nature of Soviet. And then let's compete on the Gentildonna on the Hayahide. I cannot believe we lost. Oh my god. I cannot believe we lost to this team. It's bound to happen, I think. We lost to the nice nature team. What the fuck? What the fuck? No, I don't even have S distance. Fuck this. Fuck this shit. What the shit? Actually, the build looks pretty decent. Oh, what in the world? That's funny. This is fucking funny. So this skill doesn't even work here. I don't think he knows that. Like 4-4, this looks great, right? No S distance. We wrote him off. Bruh, we didn't even see her trigger anything. She didn't do anything. We lost to them. My record.
注目の一番人気7番
Well, have we ever gone a full champion meeting without losing to an accident? I feel like we haven't. At least one. It feels like a bingo game, that's it. I lose to the 8 distance Umas on the bingo card. See, 8 almost. Oh wow, this is a pretty high skill point. Gentildonna. Stamina's a bit low. The deck is questionable because there's no wit, but the wit's really high for no wit card. Like, this is pointless in my opinion if you're not gonna hit like 1500 or above guts, but whatever. Looks like stats inflation builds for these guys. Skill points is pretty good. Honestly, we could potentially lose to them because even though I'm saying the width is bad, like getting 1200 over 1200 width with no width quite is actually insane. But the thing is, like, the stamina is so low, which is like kind of strange. Because you kind of want to be at 1600 and above. The fact they're like below 1600 with a stamina card is weird. It's very weird. I don't know what kind of run that looks like. UB58, oh no, the 8 distance Umas are back. Design your island has a less chance of winning, so that's less scary. Okay, so Oguri is new, so you have to train a new Oguri. This guy does not have a power cards, the power is abysmal. That's can't really win. Stay gold, no guts, no stamina. This guy actually has a pretty strong deck. UB7 I think is a bit weak for this deck's power. This deck should be UA at least. Because the thing is like, Ilshaku is a lot weaker unless she's like max out. Like, so this stamina card is basically the Kita-san black style design. At like 3 stars, like 40% proficiency, 4 stars 80% proficiency. What is it called? What is it called? It's called proficiency on global, right? Yeah. So like at 2 stars, it's like not at full power. So I don't know if you could actually hit higher, but yeah. Well, we are facing slightly weaker opponents, but no, they are 8 distance Umas. Are we going to lose to them again? Surely not 2 times in a row. I'm like yapping too much. At least we should have enough time to finish up the yeah, we got like 40 minutes before they close up all racing and go into the finals. Yeah, so like one of the players or like the Design Your Island player, I think one of them is Design Your Island, and the low power Oguri, we don't have to worry about them, but the other team I think is it the stay gold team? I don't think so. The non-stay gold team is the one with the high wit with no wit card team. If we guts compete with them, we might lose. We don't really want to guts compete with them. Because they have like lower wit, but they still have like over 1200, which is better than the last team we fought, you know, which had like wit card and still under 1200 wit. This guy is like doing some crazy stuff. Like the guy with the no wit card here. They usually call it stats inflation because it drops the wit to like 800, but this guy did not lose on wit. I don't really know how you play that style. I haven't seen. I don't know how to do it. I've never done it myself. But if we guys compete with them, we lose. So we need to like, can we actually keep away from them from guys competing? I don't know. We'll see what happens. But if we do end up losing to them, it's because they have like high guts. I think the stamina line's a bit lower, so like maybe that will factor into us beating them. We do have better stamina competition. Ulfama's already here too. That's like a big boost, our chance to catch up and win. We do hit them with some debuffs. We got compete for Ulfama and Gentildonna. We got slightly blocked for Ulfama. Luckily, we don't have to worry about that. You will suffer all with cards. I mean, Japan versus global is a very different, you know, the scenario power is very different. You don't have the scenario boost on global yet to push your wit high. But like, I don't know how you play it with the current style though. I wonder if they just like take some bad turns and then like just to push the wit up. Because all your rainbows are not gonna be on wit, you know, so. This one lost. How did this happen? So like the thing is like on Design Your Island, the way the scenario works, you get a lot of stats from like the scenario gimmick. But because that scenario gimmick gives you so much stats, not having a wit card is actually doable. But like in this scenario, like Onsen scenario is a lot stricter on the deck stuff. So like not having a wit, I don't really know how they do it. Cause like the scenario benefits from having like more cards in a single like button in the facility, because it correlates to your digging speed or like the digging gimmicks, which you level up by clicking on the more like The more cards on a facility, the more number you gain from digging, and you want to dig up to a certain number to get like an extra, training boost in the scenario. So if you're taking like, no wit card, that means all your rainbows and stuff is going to be not on wit, right? Which means other stats should be higher. So the fact they can push the wit so high, just like I have to see a run, like to see what it looks like, or it's possible they're just like most of their runs are like low wit and they got a very high roll run, very lucky when that gets to that. UA1 6% win rate. This is almost a perfect deck, but I don't know if soldiers can do it without the crazy stuff. Honestly, that guy's deck is pretty good. Yeah, this is, I mean, I would run, if I had this deck I would run it too. Yeah, pretty good. Okay, so this guy has the quote-unquote perfect deck, but like the 2 key cards are not maxed out, so like the evaluation becomes way lower. The width is actually kind of low, so 29.36. And what the heck? That's the Machamp. This is a short distance character. Damn, this guy is a whale for runner cards. Yeah, cause like Urban is a card you will whale for. Same with like what's it called? This is Summer Mandrill Palmer. Does she? I don't think you could trade for her yet as a freebie. You have to whale for it, but this is only, yeah, it is 3 star. Maybe we got lucky. I don't know. Astamachon. I have no idea. I haven't trained her yet at all. She's a decent parent for like short distance. Cause she has a similar ode to Condor Pasa, I think. I think the activation is like slightly nicer, but it's the same idea. I think this guy was not competitive. Or did I like? What did I think? I think, oh yeah, it's the UC9 on the sun. This is really very low rating because UB is like not even enough. UC9 is like way super low. Ancient deck, sort of. No, this is newer, but like ancient stamina card. This is a event card. The win rate, no 4%, no S distance. UB2, no S's, no wins. I think the stat line, wow, is the. I'm trying to understand like the build and like what the stat line can be. I feel like this is a player issue. I think you could push this higher, but I have to try it myself. I don't know. Does anything look scary? Let me think. I don't know. I guess the Estamachan team is like doing okay with the state gold. I don't know how scary. Oh, is that triple runner? Oh my god. I didn't even pay attention to the style. Okay, so luckily, Gentildonna able to keep up. Yeah, because Astamachan's a runner. Kita-san's a runner. I'm surprised the it's funny because you see like Top Gun, you have no idea what she's gonna be. Top Gun kind of does whatever. Like, unless it's like Halloween, Mayan or Top Gun. Yeah, I don't really think runner right away. Yeah, so Hayahide might have got locked out by the Super Runner. Maybe it's okay. She's pushing through mid position. Super Runner is usually really bad for yeah, this is just regular one. I mean, this guy, the Top Gun player is not really competitive. They do have like anime groups or something. That's like the Lotus rate, like the UC 5. I hear they should ult and try to catch up all the distance we're missing. Yeah, we should be catching up to them. Like running past the Mayano Top Gun and the anime Kita-san is a stats diff. We may have stats in them, but passing the Asta Machan, I think it's because she is the missing skill. You know, you don't really run a short distance Uma and long expect to do much because you're missing evolution skills. Those are like basically ultimates. You're missing 2 ultimates, I kind of questionable. Stay Gold is kind of close. We do hit her with I think 1 or 2 debuffs. There will be no guts competition for her, I don't think. She shouldn't get more speed than the over.
私こそ勝者、私こそ最強。よろしくて。参りましょう。
So like, you know, it was like 2 days ago, I was saying like, do I retrain anymore? Probably not, right? It was the right decision, because we already got like 5 wins twice in a row. That's a lot of crystals, right? And it's like, all that retraining would be no point, right? If we're already gonna get 5 wins. Yeah, so all that time spent on parents is good. I haven't got a parent yet at all yet, but you know, at least I'm starting to do. 85, 59, 84, and the stamina's a bit low. Being maxed out. What's it called? Urshoka missing 2 cards. It's pretty strong deck though. The stamina's a bit lower than expected. The partner is Narita Brian, no S distance, 5%, 5.7% wins. 30.7 for Oguri, 18.7 for Gentildonna, UA9. This stat line is very strong. S speed, S intelligence, 8,000. So this, oh, we got the debuffs going, but she's not debuffing pacers though, or closers. I'm dodging her debuffs. It's so fun. Yeah, so I'm dodging all the debuffs this guy is bringing. X-Christmas Dream Journey has his own Duramente, which kind of makes sense, sort of. But I still think Ghost Ship is better because we get the Intimate Shadow debuff. So Dream Journey's team is CinGray Oguri. This is a stats inflation build with no. You see, like, you know, this is the similar deck as the other guy, but the width is really low. So this. I don't know how you're supposed to push it super high. Oh, further low stamina. How is the stamina so low? 18.2. S distance, S intelligence. The Dream Journey has 12.7, and the win rates are kind of low on this thing. I think it's because the stamina is so low, which is kind of weird because they do have a stamina card. Duramente is like not super bad. Like I remember on release, people were like, "Wow, this card's kind of crazy for, you know, how good it is at 0 star." Yeah, I don't know. Kind of surprised at the win rate. Wait, not the win rate. Kind of surprised the stat line is like that low of those decks. I would think the stat line will be a lot better. It's like a very normal start. Everyone triggers the skills, take the lead. And Hide falling slightly behind. What is happening right now? I don't have arrows on my characters. I don't know why the UI kind of breaks sometimes. You don't get your character UI, like the arrows on top of them. Yeah, we know the one in Gentildonna front is ours. There's only one like Ayashide. And hopefully we can guess where she is from the number, but yeah, not having the arrows kind of makes the enemy like, yeah, I win? Yeah, we'll see. I hit it in a bad spot. There's so many paces after all. We have to run around the CinGray Oguri. We're being blocked by the Hayahide. Not Hayahide. We're being blocked by the Narita Brian. We do manage to pass the Narita and the Oguri. That's good. So she's getting a bunch of activations from other skills into her. Oh, look at this combo. She like hit all the speed skills chained together into ultimate. She's gonna disappear now. Oh my god, this is like a perfect activation. Look how it disappear into the front. We're having trouble passing people as over. We're gonna miss the Magiro acceleration. Maybe it's okay to get the rest. The closes are kind of close to each other. Suddenly, we're like catching up at over. It looks like we might guts compete with each other on the bases, maybe. We do guys compete with the Dream Journey. I don't like that. Oh, over, don't lose. That was a little scary. But luckily, it looks like we triggered the Narita Brian skill. Actually, I think there's so many skills nowadays that the skill display lags. So I don't actually know what the timing was. Because like this Shadow Break is on the corner. The corner should have been a long time ago. It's possible that we triggered other stuff that didn't actually show up on the list. Surprised this Dream Journey was able to keep up with no acceleration. Shadow Break is pretty good, yeah. Like that skill is it does have a slightly well, I want to say strict, but it's more like you need to satisfy a certain condition, right? You have to be one next to you, I think. You don't have that, doesn't really do it. We still missed? What is this? It doesn't look on this track. How did you get so close to the front with no acceleration? What in the world? Narita Brian, 383, 21.4. Statline is pretty okay actually. The deck is the best it can. The cards are the best. They're missing uncaps on everything. This guy is so close for being a monster. Everything is missed. CinGray Oguri, yeah, like okay, the tail went to 4-star. A 3-star tail on the 18th into 4-star on the 21st. I guess they didn't retrain to push the tail to max, but that time frame there is no card pull for tail, so they maybe use the uncap crystal. That's probably what happened. We have a debuffer, what's it called? This is a dedicated long distance debuffer, Grass Wonder, because you're using the Ghost Ship skill to hit a single speed debuff and you're relying on Stamina Greed, which is a gold speed debuff. This is a very new what's it called, debuffer. So this guy actually trained a long distance debuff. That's pretty good. Yeah, anyway, Stamina Greed comes from the Manda Cafe card. I don't know if Global will get this soon. I think this is a very early card, honestly. But it's more of a heal than a debuff, so yeah. But you know, you bring it anyways, we don't really have an option. So I have a Rudolph that does the same. Sacral Laurel doesn't have the acceleration though. This is a mistake. I think the player did this because they have their own airshot curve, but you need the linear 1 acceleration because you're missing 2 critical accelerations unless they got it from the parent inheritance. But you don't have either of them. What's the win rate on her? 23, that's pretty high. 15 and 9, that's the carry. Oh, that means these are not as strong maybe. Stamina's a bit low. As power, as speed, 72, 16. In a similar situation, but this is more acceptable for a is this? Oh, it's the current banner for the Manhattan Cafe. Yeah, it's called Stamina Greed. Yep. Stamina Eater in the Stamina Greed. It's just like probably a literal translation of the Japanese text. Is this the better Stamina card Ishaku versus Phenomenal? Phenomenal gives you acceleration, which is the fastest acceleration timing. Even though Chronogenesis has her own cell, I don't know, it's like debatable. I feel like the win rate reflects the choice. So it's like, the problem is like, the 5 motion card is so strong. I understand why you would do it. I think if it was me, this player, I would use Measure All Done, and then forgo the 5 motion for the Phenomenal to get the acceleration. It kind of shows like you're like 15% and your 9% single acceleration golden characters who are top tier is losing to the no acceleration. And again, like her stamina is so high. And these stamina is so low. It might just be a stat line problem. Actually, now that I look at it, I think it's a stamina stat line issue. Really throw on Gentildonna, that's not good. There's like, how many paces? If it's only 5, it's not a big deal to get the ultimate. It's like, got the 2 low stamina guys, which is the Chrono and the Oguri. The Brian belongs to the other team, because the Chrono Oguri is with the Laurel, and then we have the Oguri, okay, Oguri, Brian and the debuffer, the new debuffer. Whatever that Oguri in the back next to the, she's done though. She's running next to the Sergio.
ジェンティルドンナ先頭を進みますがこれは正解でしょうか上がってしまっているかもしれません一息つけるといいですがさあ1コーナーから2コーナーへ向かっていく馬娘たち現在1番手はジェンティルドンナ続きましたビワハヤヒ
So the positioning looks really good for us. I think that's just a stamina diff right here. So it will be more of a difference when we hit the stamina mechanics. Right now we just calculated the amount of power we got from being halfway. There is like a position keep thing that happens. Not the same as the position keep that's like the face down mode stuff. It's the stamina mechanic position. I think it's called position adjustment, stamina stuff. I think it's like you want to keep your position, like, using stamina to not get past stuff. We should be going into power mechanics with acceleration into stamina competition for everyone. Alpha is in 6th position, which is in the right place for measure Dova acceleration. Did she get it? No? She got it, I don't see it. I must have missed it. Do like guts compete with each other? Are we close enough for guts compete? I don't think so. You get hit by one Dominator from Grass Wonder, it's a bit late. Actually, it's not true. So, like, I think so the Dominator skill has this interesting behavior that I've seen from my own, like, many months of PvP watching, right? If it happens before the final leg, the Dominator is bad. If it happens at the Yeah, that's the only time it's bad. If it happens in the beginning of the acceleration, it's good because it kind of fucks with the acceleration. I've seen that, like, you know, you start accelerating and the debuff goes out and acceleration stops. It kind of fucks with it. And then the other good timing is at the very end when you're fighting side by side to do like you know, you're like the final straight trying to go to the finish line. That's a good timing too. That's like what it looked like it activated for that Grass Wonder, but I think the Gentildonna was in the middle of activating all of her final leg skills. We overrode the debuff with more white skills. I think is what happened. See, UA5 no S distance Oguri. She also doesn't have the phenomenal card. There's like no wins on that one. Commander special week 14.5 win rate has S distance. 55 races. 5 races on the Oguri. She is a pacer? No, I mean soldier. She's a. I forgot what style. Actually, I think she does either style. Yeah. Because number 1 Japanese Uma Musume is a long distance one. Only she has this skill. This cannot be inherited at all. I can't pass this one. Unique story skill only she can have. This is her other one, which is the same as the full armor Machikane Fuku Kitaru skill. Yeah, so she can do Soju, but this one doesn't have the acceleration either. That's the main story special week. Yeah, once they finish chapter 2. Yeah, no, sorry, main story 1. Yeah, once they finish that, then get it. Yeah, because we just finished main story 2. That's 3 chapters, 3 parts, I guess. Yeah, there's only like 2 main stories scenarios right now. Yeah, so that one is Commander Special Week. That's from main story 1. Okay, so I don't know. I think these are all kind of like low win rates, with the chrono highest because they don't have acceleration. Entirely new. Jordan with Design Your Island. It is not. It's old, but newly into, so that's not competitive. Commander Special Week is like amazing long distance parrot. And she's actually like, when she first comes out, if you don't have a long distance character, she's actually very good at long distance. Also, the only reason why she's like not as highly rated is just because of like, you know, the power level of the characters, but not just that. It's like I think Soldier cards is kind of hard to have like free to play for. Anyway, Over UA5 28% win rate has a throwaway Jordan. Who's your part? Oguri with no S distance. So I think only this this stat line is pretty good. This Over and maybe the Chrono is the scary ones because I think stamina is a bit low. Might just be the Over. We'll see. I might need to stop yapping because we're like 15 minutes till everything's over. Play store for Over. How many races do we have left? Like 2 more races? If I yap, we might miss it. Yeah, this went long. Today's went longer than yesterday. I've been yapping too much. No, I don't want to speed up the races. If I have to, I'll just skip it. I think we should be fine though. I'll just like yap less when the analysis. Panic on Hayahide. I guess we can speed it up. We'll see. I mean, I think we'll be fine. Yeah, we're getting close to the end time. I think it was Hayahide who panicked, but we got a big heal. Did we get it already? Looks like we didn't get it. Yeah, like the stamina stuff kicked in for Heyday so late that we didn't get. Actually, we did get a heal. We did get the. Yeah, she activated the Christmas top road skill, which you have to have a heal. I guess she got only the median heal, not the big heal. Man, one Opho was so far behind, the other Opho was in the front. That is the enemy's Opho. We actually have the markers this time, that's a little scary. Stamina competition. I think that Opho has the Dobo, so we might lose to that. Because we don't have like debuffs for closers, that's a little scary. Hopefully she doesn't guts compete with anybody. She might be guys competing with the Chronogenesis. No, looks like Gentil is fine. It's totally fine. A little spooky. I think if she guys competed, we could have lost. Unless if our Pacers got compete, I must have missed it. But yeah, I was saying like this is the only one because the stamina is so high. And this one was a bit lower, so I wasn't sure. So it ended up being fine. Oh, we have one more race. Alright, we're good. I can yap him. Oh, it's a runner team. Is it triple runner? Mano Top Gun. He's the wrong character. Oh, what is this team? Design your island? Sorry, that deck was questionable. This is a throwaway Mayano. Technically, it might not be throwaway. I don't know. 32.7. This deck is missing 2 of the best cards. 8,000 skill points is really good though. The stat line is great, but that one might be scary. It's not really great Oguri. Slightly lower stat line. It's really close to the other one, so the lower rating might be because of the lower skill point and skills to buy. Let's see, UA8. So this is this is what I'm talking about. The other guy looked like he should have been a much higher one, but he wants to have less stuff to buy. This one is only missing 1 card. The best deck. Doesn't look like she has groundwork though. And no Estes and Gentildonna, so that's like a 10.7. All further, no Estes is 25.3. This guy has the best closer deck, 8,000 skill points. Bro, if this has Estes, he must be so sad. This is the best deck. Unfortunate. The Oguri actually has less wins. 25, so she's new? Where is the other teammate? Yeah, wow, less than 0 over. She has no S distance. It's crazy work. Okay, we'll see. I think the Oguri looks stronger than the 0 over. 0 over not having S distance is kind of weird. The Mayano team is, I don't know, like, okay looking, I guess. They still don't want to see that. There's runners in the room. Take the Legion Gentildonna. Let's go. Hayden might be Dunzo, but still in top 5. That's not. Are we behind the other Gentil? Oh, like this. So what? There's that one Gentil no S distance. There's one who is the Mayano team. I forget if she had S distance. The Offer and the Offer, the Cinderella, Great Oguri, and the Gentil. But the Oguri looks least good. With Estes and the two other teammates, the other two don't have Estes. Those are the team with the Mayano. And Mayano's throwaway. I think the Gentil and the Oguri on those look pretty okay, honestly. We're like leading though by quite a bit. I think this is the deck difference. We have way more skills than them. Because like the my motion card gives a ton of skills. Like we're activating them just like, you know, get extra boosts that they don't have. We don't get as many like decent skills with normal cross. Normal cross is for backline, it's not really for the facer decks. We're still behind the Mayano, as Gentil we are. All Fubas are in the back though, that's a little scary. That all Fuba on them is catching up with no S this time. Bro, don't lose to that all Fuba, dude. We're not even next to each other, the guys compete though. All 4 guys compete on the Mayano. Okay, she didn't catch up. Like, do not lose to the non-S distance character, please. I wonder what happened to all 4, but we get blocked. Yeah, so we have like 7 minutes to go. Bruh, what is this? Like, this stat line is fucking good. I'm not trying to say it's bad. It's just the lack of S distance. It's like, bruh, you must be so sad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 17. Yeah, it's the perfect deck. We're looking at 17 gold skills right now. I'm at like, I think mine is at like 15. What? This doesn't count, that's the stay gold one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I'm missing 2 gold skills. I think she still has the most wins on the team. I think that's because of all the extra stuff I'm bringing just in case to deal with like the deck, weaker deck. Wow, we only lost once today. I mean, I feel like we had like quite a few close calls, but I also feel like we had a lot of like non-opponents too. I don't know, like it's always hard to remember exactly what happened. I think we did beat people too, who are like pretty decent. It's pretty insane, only 1 loss. 32.5. Dude, the Gentildonna went super carry today, dude. What the heck? She totally killed everyone. Yeah, she dominated the field today. It was like she was at 20% win rate when we started, and then she went up 10% win rate. Both of them, I think, roughly stayed about the same. Maybe dropped down a little bit. I think the did Hayahide drop a little bit? Maybe she did. I don't know. I mean, like we basically had 1 loss only, right? So it's like now we're gonna change your win rates super much. Damn, I haven't had such a good record in round 2 for a while. Like this, I also felt like I was lacking this champion. I mean, it could be that I Q dodged potentially, because I just, you know, we finishing like less than 5 minutes before the reset time, right? But it's possible, like because of my schedule, like the way I lined up this month, I stream on like the later near the end of each session. They gave me the you know, the dodging of the strong players, because it is like Monday in Japan, right? Maybe they're all at work. I dodged everyone potentially, but I didn't even do that back yesterday, though. To be honest, so. And to be fair, I do not think my characters are that weak. I think this for what I can do with the deck, pushing 8,000 skill points is insane work. We do have like all this extra stuff from like inherited stuff too. So, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 4 of 6 inherited stuff. 5 of 6 is very hard to get. 6 of 6 is just, the luck is out of this world, right? And then here we have 4 total from this inherit. We got like 3 of the 4, but we have like max stamina, and we do have like all this extra things here and there from like inherited stuff. Like having stay gold skill on Gentildonna is what the heck. I don't even have stay gold in the parent tree. Like we took a stay gold skill from the rental. From like a grandparent or like great grandparent or something. And and we have a bunch of debuff skills, so that's like it plays a big role. Even though we couldn't debuff the closes, we were targeting like the stronger decks. Pacer and Soldier decks are really strong right now, and those are the stuff that are scared, and we have the debuffs for them. Like, and the only closer who's like super scary is All Fervor, but I think even the best closer deck is weaker than the best Soldier and Pacer decks, because they're like basically down at least 500, maybe even up to 1000 skill point difference in this deck alone. That's just how like Seriru has a. Can I bring it up? So if we look at. That's it. So if we look at the screenshots I've taken for like this tier list thing. So this was the latest tier list thing from Seriru's thing. This is like looking at the new support card in Halo. This is tier lists by skill point. So if we look at Pacer deck, 20 skill point. It's a little grayed out because he's trying to show off where the 2 Guts cards is, but Tokai Teo is at number 1 tier 20 skill point, like the raw stats. Phenomenal long distance stamina for Pace is 19. New Fine Motion is 19. Almanine is 18, which is crazy high. And then I don't have Wind Variation, who's at 18, so I'm using like down here is similarly Rudolph, who's at 16, right? So that's like but that's why Paces are so strong. But if you look at a Soldier deck, we have what's it called? Almond Eye at 18, Daring Tech or Wind Variation, depending on which style you want to do, also at 18, Tamamo Cross at 17, and then whether you're Still in Love or Asian Flash, which is like the stronger one, and also with the new stamina, they're all at 17. So it's like you're all very high, right? You notice how I mentioned 0. Actually, let's talk about the closers right now. So closers, we have Almond Eye at 18, and then everyone else is down at 16. So like Ghost Ship stamina, it's kind of hard to see because it's faded, right? Like it's so blurry because of the quality. But yeah, like down here is Ghost Ship stamina at 16. Best closer speed card Dream Journey at 16. I guess you would have to use what's it called? Variation, which is also only at it's at 18. It's good, but if you don't have it, which most people might not, you might be looking at Taishin, who is at 16, right? So like everyone except for the Universal Almond Eye is a 16 skill point card. So like Closers has like probably the weakest card right now. Weakest deck, I mean, for like long distance, kind of saved by Wind Variation. Wind Variation's an everybody card. But yeah, it's like doing the final round is entry. We did it. We entered it. All right. Yeah, like Closers are in a bad spot right now. I think it's because they're paying the tax for being top tier for like 2 years in a row. But yeah, even so, right? Like, even with how bad like this deck potentially is, I mean, because thanks to Still in Love, this is a 17 skill pointing, so 17, 18. Oh, that's right. Okay, they still use Tamamo, so they still have 17 here, right? But still, like, it's overall the closer deck. If you don't have all of the pieces, it's like a little weaker on the skill points. I mean, technically, mine build was slightly higher because I'm not using Big Journey, using Sterling Love, but you lose out on a gold skill. But at the end of the day, the old Fover is still highest win rate. This is just like, you know, I mean, it's a bit of luck, but it's also like, no, you have to. You're the one bring the build, the parent choice, and then the you know, I have to think that the double acceleration. I went for I mean, I always respect acceleration. I always bring it, but you know, I also brought in like some final leg stuff. This is a gold skill basically because variations and hair is so strong. So like this combination of everything just kind of worked out. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today. We're not gonna be retraining, and then finals is tomorrow anyway. So we will be doing finals at the right time, right when it's ready. So it'll be like 12 hours from now. This is not right. This is 12 hours till the entry time is over, and then we have another 12 hours until it starts. Yeah, so like be back like roughly after like it begins the final round tomorrow. So see you guys tomorrow for finals. Hopefully we end up winning. We'll see. See ya.